Steve, can you flesh out the Trump miracle for me? I'm trying to. I want to make sure I fully understand.
It's in three. And Tom Williams, jump in here. It's in three areas. It is one in our sovereignty, two in our economy, and three in our security. In the sovereignty, it's about shutting down the illegal crossings. Shutting down illegal immigration to the country with ICE raids, with stopping, catch, and release, with really enforcing the border. Right, even though we don't have the southern wall, yet they're down to a 46-year low. Also supporting the RAISE Act, which limits legal immigration. Right, and I said last night, stops this HB1 visa, so Black and Hispanic kids are going to eventually have a shot at these high-tech jobs in Silicon Valley. Right, and American citizens. And then in the economy, I said, look, it's economic nationalism. Economic nationalism does not care about your color, your race, your ethnicity, your religion, your gender, your sexual preference. What it cares about is that you're an American citizen. And if you look at his economic nationalism, before the tax cut, we're 3.9% growth, according to the New York Fed, or projected for the fourth quarter. And, this is because people see that he's going to enforce tougher trade laws. Companies overseas are investing here like never before. 40,000 manufacturing jobs created in the month of November alone. 2.2 million jobs since he took over. Hispanic unemployment at 4.7%. It's the lowest in living memory. Black unemployment at a 17-year low. Wages are starting to rise. It's an economic renaissance, and it's going to start even getting better with the tax bill, because we're going to become more competitive on the corporate side, our tax rates, and we're going to repatriate $3 trillion in cash, and we've changed tax law so now people can expense capital equipment for manufacturing 100% in period zero at the beginning, which is going to explode manufacturing. In national security, from the Persian Gulf to Jerusalem, to the Northwest Pacific, he stepped into a mess, and he's sorting things out. He's got these Arab countries that now are on our side of the football about stopping the financing of radical Islamic terrorism. The United Arab Emirates and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Egypt, Bahrain, Jordan, and Israel are all kind of united to eradicate the financing of radical Islamic terrorism in the West, in Europe, in the United States. And you see this action. He moved the capital, he designated the capital of Jerusalem, or of Israel is going to be Jerusalem, according to the United States. We'll move our embassy there shortly. He's handling the situation in the Northwest Pacific, which 3 administrations have kicked the can down the road, allowed North Korea to get a nuclear weapon. Trump's handling that perfectly. Plus, at the same time, he's recutting trade deals with Korea, with Japan, redoing NAFTA. The accomplishments in 1 year, by the way, he's under constant barrage and siege by the opposition party media, the progressive Democrats, and the Republican establishment. There's 5 or 6 investigations going on between Capitol Hill, state attorney generals, the Mueller investigation. Plus, they're trying to, Morning Joe and these guys heckle him every day on the 25th Amendment, that he's losing a step. He's got dementia. And now you got the women. And that's why I said Alabama's a firebreak. That's why Alabama's taking on world attention, right? It's not just about Judge Moore versus Doug Jones. The BBC, Mediaset, NHK, CCTV, the Financial Times of London, the Times of London, the Guardian, the Daily Telegraph, they're not in Midland Cities, Alabama because they like the hotels there, okay? They're there because they understand that it's something of enormous consequences happening. And what's happening is that people want to see how serious the hobbits are. They want to see how serious the deplorables are. Are they really in this game or not? And that's what it comes down to. So I think it is a miracle. Tom, I think you to pull that out of the Huffington Post thing. And of course, the guy at the end makes the thing, well, all this stuff is bad for the deplorables. Well, you know who doesn't think it's bad for the deplorables? The deplorables. In the audience last night, they dig Trump and they dig what he's doing.